Assalamu alaikum. This is Imam Muhammad and us in Newark, probably down here at Weekway Park. Um, Imam just relaxing. But I want to share, Imam Muhammad, uh, like all of us, we have our sports. We like certain things, and most certainly he was a mortal just like us. If Muhammad the Prophet was told to say, "Ana basharun mithlukum," I'm a mortal like you. Of course, our leader, Imam Muhammad, was just like us, had his sports that he liked. And his number one sport was boxing. He loved boxing. He used to box and train himself. And some of you might even remember at the 2004 convention at one of the workshops in 2004 when he was in his 70s, he said he was hitting the heavy bag, going 10 rounds that he had in his garage. Boxing was my favorite sport too. We did a lot of that in Newark. And one thing the Imam said here to us before, myself and a few others, that what he liked about boxing was the training. The training brought about a lot of great discipline for you in your life. So just sharing a little bit of this, just on a relaxed note of the Imam saying that he used to box and he loved boxing.
Don't mind seeing me first, but I do that easy, very easily. I used to love the box, and I'd be wet, dripping wet sometimes when I would be training. You see, don't think I'm uncomfortable. This is cooling. So don't mind seeing me first, but I do that easy, very easily. I used to love the box, and I'd be wet, dripping wet sometimes when I would be training. You see, don't think I'm uncomfortable. This is cooling. I do that easy, very easily. I used to love the box, and I'd be wet, dripping wet sometimes when I would be training. You see, don't think I'm uncomfortable. This is cooling. My cooling system.
Yeah, that's one of the other things that the Imam and I had in common was boxing. I used to box when I was younger in the 70s. We fought in the Golden Gloves. That was a big thing here in Newark, boxing. In fact, I'm still trying to find some of my trophies from back then to share and some pictures. But that was a big thing here. In fact, Muhammad Ali used to come to Newark often. He had a training camp here in Jersey. You had Muhammad, fight promoter. But a lot of us used to do the boxing. In the ring, I used to do the amateur boxing myself, Golden Gloves, etc. But not only that, we did the street boxing. We even came up with something here they call trick boxing here in Newark, right? Might be other places too. So that was another thing the Imam and I had in common, and others. And he talked about that with us. I remember in '93 for sure, and some other times when he was saying he didn't necessarily like to see people fight now, but the beauty of boxing, he said, was the discipline that you got from the training. And so you just heard him saying that too. I'm sweating. I used to box. But again, I'm repeating, in 2004 at the convention at one of the workshops, the Imam said, even at the age of 70, that he could go 10 rounds on his bag. He had a punching bag in his garage, right? So as far as, just leisure, I'm just sharing this as a relaxing. Imam is with us relaxing, and we're talking about these things. And, we always look at the Imam for the great work that he did and the message and everything that he left. But also, it's good to know and to see the leader. Like all of us, you need some time to relax. And some of us might like football. We might like this, like that. His favorite sport, and you heard him say he loved it, and he used to box himself. So, just sharing this on a lighter note, because that's what I used to do, and I've been looking for my pictures from back there. I can find everything else but my younger days in the boxing ring, etc. You can see here me with the champ. This was down in North Carolina, and he used to come to Newark. Like I say, he had a training camp in, I think, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and he used to come to Newark all the time. But this is in North Carolina. And like I say, in the Newark area and other places, boxing was a big thing. You know, we had all kind of boxing, and you still have that here. And I used to train for those here. I used to train under a guy called Fred Lott and Bebe and Big Spooky. But before that, I started out in Elizabeth at Tony's Gym. Then I ended up at Westside Boys Club, and with Bebe and Fred Lott and Big Spooky. And we used to go to New York sometime, to Gleason's Gym. I think that was on 33rd or 34th Street in Manhattan, near Madison Square Garden. So again, just sharing this. Something else me and Imam had in common. We had quite a few things in common, and I'm not saying that in any way. Look at me in any different way. Just that sometimes these things come to you, and you say, oh yeah, really. I know our birthdays was, you know, you heard the Imam say something about Scorpio. He was a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, and other things. You know, I thank Allah for the relationship that we had, and we pray Allah grant him the highest level of Jannah. And but this what I'm showing now is not to go to that level. Just something light. And this is me with Larry Holmes. Like I tell you, I love boxing myself, and Larry Holmes in Newark. Now, you know, make a little laugh out of this. I mean, some might not like this picture. I know Mike Tyson might not, because he didn't like the way he did Muhammad Ali when they fought, you know. But alhamdulillah, you know, just something like, you know, yeah. So that was my favorite sport, and I know it was Imam Muhammad's favorite sport, and we talked about that. And in fact, as I recall, that Imam went to a couple of fights. I know at least one with Murad Muhammad, you know, fight promoter here, and I think the twins, Ilao and his brother Salon. So just sharing something. Yeah. So again, and you see us here at Weequay Park, Imam Ali Muslim, myself, our brother Labib, Amir, who has passed, other brothers over here, our brother Ali, and
Me first, but I do that easy, very easily. I used to love the box, and I'd be wet, dripping wet sometimes when I would be training. You see. Don't think I'm uncomfortable. This is cooling. My cooling system. I used to love the box, and I'd be wet, dripping wet sometimes when I would be training. You see. Don't think I'm uncomfortable. This is cooling. My cooling system. When you get through now, you like to clean up. It's okay when it's running, it's cooling you off. But after a few minutes, you want to clean up. They gave me some.
Yeah, like I say, here in Newark, we used to all do some kind of boxing, you know. In fact, our brother Ali Muslim, he still got his gym. Brother Ali Kwawi, you probably see him put stuff on Facebook. You know, I'm going to say something. Now, this is like leisure, but, you know, something else to consider. Like I say, I used to train, and I used to fight amateur boxing, Golden Gloves in the ring. But like I said, we also did that street boxing, and also something we came up with called trick boxing. But also, like the Imam say, the discipline and the training from the training. I remember when we did some street boxing, toe to toe, they used to call it. And sometimes we used to tie our feet together, right? Left foot together, so the other guy can't get away, and we stood there and slug it out. So you had to be in good shape, you know, for that, you know. But in a minute, I'm going to say something about a little bit of science with boxing. So, but we keeping it simple, though. We're going to keep it simple. It's me doing a little street boxing later on. This is in the 70s. With me and my older brother in the park, just doing a little something there. Like I say, hopefully.
Boxing around with my older brother here a little bit.
That's me in the orange a long time ago in the 90s here.
Something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. Yeah, fast, fast. Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. Fast. And you? So real quick, since we're talking about boxing, and that was Muhammad Ali, of course, you ever ask yourself the question, we know a ring, that two men are fighting, they say in the ring, they're in the center of a ring. And we know a ring is a circle, right? You got that ring on your finger, is a circle. So why are you calling that we're boxing in, which is a square, right? It's a four-sided box. It's really a box, right? So why they call it a ring? The two fighters in the middle of a ring, they call it, right? Say they've entered the ring, or they even call it a boxing ring. But a ring is a circle. That's a square. Well, it's called squaring the circle. There's some science there. The square, each corner is 90 degrees, right? It comes to a 90-degree angle, and it's four corners. And four 90-degree angles equals the circumference of a circle, 360 degrees, right? But you ever thought, well, that's a square. Why are they calling it a ring? And you know, for us, you have the Kaaba, the square, in a circle, right? And we go around a circle of a square. But really, the angles back to boxing, why it's called a ring on another level, is because each of those corners are 90 degrees. And that's called squaring the circle. And so, so that's 360 degrees. So they say they're in a ring, and that's associated with boxing. But of course, you know, there's a whole science to that. But just wanted to leave you with that question in terms of when you look at the box that the two men are fighting in, and why do they call it a ring? Okay? And so it's like a center. They say they're in the center of the ring, right? But you're really in the center of a box. And for us, there's a square and a circle when we go on Hajj. So, like I say, this is light, but I just wanted to, you know, give us something to think about with that. Why do they call that square a ring? And we know a ring is a circle, but there is something that's called squaring the circle. So don't mind seeing me first, but I do that easy, very easily. I used to love the box, and I'd be wet, dripping wet sometimes when I would be training. So don't think I'm uncomfortable. This is cooling. My cooling system. When you get through now, you like to clean up. It's okay when it's running, it's cooling you off. But after a few minutes, you want to clean up. They gave me some already. I got plenty now. I do that easy, very easy. I used to love the box, and I'd be wet, dripping wet sometimes when I would be training. So don't think I'm uncomfortable. This is cooling. My cooling system. So alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Just on a lighter note, you can see the Imam here in Newark had a chance to relax some. And, you know, we all have to relax, find time to relax. But he always felt so comfortable when he was here in Newark. Even though sometimes, you know, we might have worked his nerve with some of the drama we had here. But overall, he was always comfortable here with us. And like I say, just what we're talking about,
sports, the boxing, myself, Brother Labib, and all those. We was into sports. Boxing was, like I say, my main thing. And the Imam and us, we had a chance to talk about that and so many other things. Just on another note, not making me special or anything like that. I don't mean that in any way whatsoever. But just to let you know, and it's good. The Imam immortal like ourselves, and Muhammad the Prophet of Islam was told to say that. And this is why we can say he's such a wonderful, beautiful human being that had a heavy responsibility that Allah gave him, and he carried it like a champ. But also, it's good to also know that if he was around you, he could be relaxed. And we say that to all of us. So work hard, always find a little time to relax. And I know I'm saying this today, a lot of you probably watching football, and some like basketball. But again, for me, my favorite sport was boxing. And that was also Imam Muhammad's. And hopefully I can find some of my pictures and trophies from the 70s. And we'll share that. So, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. I just want to greet you, assalamu alaikum, and enjoy your day. Alhamdulillah. And this is a little relaxed, little toned down piece that we shared. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Love you all. May Allah have mercy on all of us and guide each and every one of us, and find joy in our life. Okay. Assalamu alaikum.